This is the High Voltage Business Builders Podcast, daily intelligence for serious e-commerce portfolio builders across Amazon, TikTok Shop, Shopify, Walmart, and every channel that moves the needle. Neil Twa and his Voltage team all day, every day since 2012. Let's get into it.
Here's a number that should stop you cold. Amazon's referral fee on a $40 product in the health and personal care category, 8%. Add FBA fulfillment, call it $4.50 to $6 per unit, depending on size and weight. Add storage. Add the cost per click you're paying just to stay visible on a platform where your competitors are bidding against you every single day. By the time you do the math, you're looking at 35 to 50 cents of every dollar going back to Amazon before you've touched a penny of profit. Now look at TikTok Shop. Take rate, 2 to 8% depending on category. No pay-to-play ad tax just to appear in a feed. No storage fees, eating your margin while you wait for a restock to land. If you're a seller doing $10,000 to $30,000 a month with one or two hero SKUs priced in the $25 to $75 range, the per-unit math on TikTok Shop can look meaningfully different and in your favor. That doesn't mean it's automatic. It doesn't mean you abandon Amazon, and it doesn't mean every product wins on TikTok Shop. The unit economics are better on paper, but only if you structure fulfillment correctly, price for the platform, and understand where the hidden costs actually live. This episode is about that math. Whether you're just starting to evaluate a second channel or you're running a multi-SKU catalog and looking for margin expansion without adding complexity, the unit economics comparison between these two platforms is one of the most important calculations you can run right now. So let's run it. The core insight is simple. Amazon charges you to exist. TikTok Shop charges you to sell. That distinction matters more than most sellers realize. On Amazon, your costs stack before you make a single sale. You're paying referral fees of 8 to 17% depending on category. You're paying FBA fees, often $4 to $7 per unit for a standard size product. You're paying storage fees that compound if your velocity slows. And increasingly, you're paying advertising costs just to maintain organic rank. A seller spending $2,000 a month on sponsored products isn't buying growth. They're often just buying visibility they used to get for free. On TikTok Shop, the fee structure is front-loaded at the transaction, not distributed across the logistics chain. The current take rate sits at 2% for new sellers in many categories, scaling to 6 to 8% as promotional periods expire. Fulfillment is handled either through TikTok's own fulfillment network or through your own 3PL, and that choice directly determines whether you capture the margin advantage or give it back in operational inefficiency. Here's what the math looks like on a $40 product. Amazon scenario: 10% referral fee equals $4. FBA fulfillment equals $5.50. Estimated ad cost per unit at a 15% ACOS equals $6. Total platform cost, $15.50. That's 38.75% of revenue before your COGS. TikTok Shop scenario: 6% take rate equals $2.40. Fulfillment via your own 3PL equals $6.50 to $8. No mandatory ad spend to exist. Total platform cost, $90 to $10.40. That's 22 to 26% of revenue before COGS. The spread is real. On a $40 unit, you're potentially recovering $5 to $7 in contribution margin per sale. At 500 units a month, that's $25 to $3,500 back in your pocket. That's not theory, that's arithmetic. Two sellers, same product category, different outcomes, and different lessons. First seller, a husband and wife team running a personal care brand. One hero SKU, a $38 facial tool, doing about $22,000 a month on Amazon. Healthy velocity, decent reviews, but margin was getting squeezed by rising PPC costs. Their ACOS had climbed to 22%. After fees, fulfillment, and ads, they were netting roughly $7.80 per unit. Not bad, but not growing. They launched the same SKU on TikTok Shop in Q3. Priced it at $36, slightly lower to match platform price sensitivity. Partnered with 3 micro-creators on affiliate commission, 10% per sale. Their take rate was 2% in the introductory period. They fulfilled through their existing 3PL at $7.20 per unit. Total platform side cost, including affiliate, $8.72. Net per unit, $9.40, better than Amazon, without a single dollar in paid ads. Within 60 days, they were doing $14,000 a month on TikTok Shop as an incremental channel. Second seller, a larger operator running a supplement brand, $180,000 a month across Amazon. They tested TikTok Shop with 2 SKUs, used TikTok's own fulfillment network, and hit a wall. The fulfillment costs through TikTok's network ran higher than expected, $8.50 to $9 per unit versus their 3PL rate of $5.80. The take rate advantage evaporated. They pivoted to self-fulfillment within 45 days and recovered the margin. The lesson across both: TikTok Shop's unit economics advantage is real, but it lives or dies in fulfillment structure. Use your own 3PL if you can. Model the numbers before you commit inventory. The platform fee is the headline, but fulfillment is where the margin actually hides. This is what sellers who survive platform changes do differently. They run the math before they move. 3 moves. Concrete. Executable at any level. Move 1. Run the unit economics comparison on your top 1 or 2 SKUs before you list anything. This is the move that matters most to everyday sellers. Pull your actual Amazon numbers, not blended, not estimated. Your real referral fee percentage, your actual FBA cost per unit, your average ad spend per unit sold at current ACOS. Then model the TikTok Shop scenario. Current take rate for your category, your 3PL fulfillment cost or TikTok's fulfillment cost, and a realistic affiliate commission if you plan to use the Creator Affiliate Program. If the spread is $3 or more per unit in your favor, TikTok Shop is worth a serious test. If it's under $1.50, the operational lift may not be worth it yet. Move 2. Do not use TikTok's fulfillment network as your default. This applies whether you're doing $8,000 a month or $800,000 a month. TikTok's fulfillment rates are not consistently competitive with a quality 3PL. The sellers recovering the most margin on TikTok Shop are using their own fulfillment infrastructure. If you don't have a 3PL relationship yet, this is the moment to build one. The cost difference can be $2 to $3 per unit, which is the entire margin advantage you're trying to capture. Move 3. Start with 1 SKU, 1 creator, 1 30-day test. Don't migrate your catalog. Don't restructure your business. Pick your best margin, best converting product. Find 1 creator in your niche with 50 to 300,000 followers and a real audience. Set a 10 to 15% affiliate commission. Run 30 days. Read the data. Small sellers. This is a $500 to $1,000 test that can change your margin structure permanently. Advanced operators. This is a channel diversification move with real contribution margin upside. Run it like a pilot. Scale what works. Here's the honest summary of this episode. TikTok Shop is not a replacement for Amazon. It's not a shortcut. It's not guaranteed. But for sellers with the right SKUs, priced in that $25 to $75 range with fulfillment infrastructure already in place, the unit economics are structurally better. The math is not close. It's 10 to 15 margin points better in many scenarios. And in a business where margin is everything, that spread is worth understanding. The sellers who will win on TikTok Shop are not the ones who move fastest. They're the ones who model correctly, fulfill smartly, and treat it like a real channel, not a content experiment. If you're a builder at any stage, whether you're trying to hit your first $10,000 month or you're optimizing a catalog doing $500,000 a month, this is the kind of structural analysis that separates operators who scale from sellers who stall. At Voltage, we've been building and operating e-commerce brands for 13 years. Not consulting from the outside, actually in the business, running the numbers, making the fulfillment calls, building the brand assets. Our approach is operator-led because there's no other way to do it right. If you want help modeling your unit economics across channels, or if you're evaluating whether TikTok Shop makes sense for your specific catalog, go to voltagedm.com and book a call with our team. We'll look at your actual numbers, not hypotheticals. That's what we do. Thanks for spending time with us today on the High Voltage Business Builders podcast. The math is always the message.
That's a wrap on today's episode. If something we covered today sparked an idea, or made you wonder where you actually fit in the e-commerce landscape, there's a good place to start. Head over to voltagedm.com/discover. Answer a few questions, and we'll point you toward the right path for where you are right now. We'll be back tomorrow with another edge. Until then, stay high voltage.